Death or Tool or Disturbed or who knows, some sevenfold whatever crap, Avengers, I don't even know. Yeah, Stacks, Third Eye Blind. Doesn't get much harder than that, bro. You know, kind of life. That's just what we do. Anyway, bros, I am ridiculous. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. My prayers go out to the families dealing with this tragedy of the flooding in Texas. I haven't really spoke on it on any videos that I'm doing. It's just so sad. You know, children in a flood and dying and not cool, man. Not cool. Stacks knows his music, I'm trying to tell you. Had to tell him 3, no new friends, Marantz. Yeah, you know, thank you, Derek, for all the love and support of the channel. You know, Derek comments like on every video, man. Derek kills it. Like going to college. What's up, teacher? Here? Sure. I have no notes today, guys. I've got nothing. I was like, I dropped my son off at school this morning. And I was like, hey, bro, I'm going to go live. I'll see you. I got to go. He was like, okay. I had no idea what I'm going to talk about, right? Like, what are we going to talk about? Is his name Cavante Turpin? The player for the Cowboys who got arrested for marijuana possession and an illegal firearm? The return specialist, the Pro Bowler? Like, that's what we're doing, Cowboys? Like, I care about sports? We're going to talk about finance. The fact that Del Monte's going bankrupt. Oh, wait, they filed for bankruptcy 5 days ago. They got dip financing of $1 billion, $900+ million. And you're going to tell me, JP Morgan, by the way, and you're going to tell me that that's because of Trump tariffs today. Like, I see the headlines. I see the bullshit. We almost had a $4 trillion company, the first ever in the history of mankind. We almost had it. NVIDIA, you're down. You're supposed to go the other way. If NVIDIA goes up 3% more, they would have got there. Now they're down 2%. What was it called? Sevenfold Avengers? I had no idea what the hell that was, bro. I still don't know. Couldn't tell you one song if I heard it. I don't think you'll ever have a problem finding something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. Hey, so I'm going to say this. I'm going to be careful how I say this, okay? Because YouTube's a little different. I got to find it. Hold on. I don't know where the hell it is, bros. It's probably in my truck. So my dad calls me. He goes, hey, man. So, you know, we found those games, man, that you were looking for. So my parents did find the games that we left over there my whole life. I found a whole bunch of them. Except they did not find Final Fantasy 3 or 2. So I'm still pissed off about that. I want those 2. But we found everything, right? Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana. I didn't see Secret of Evermore. So the games I like, some of them were there. Lufia 2 was there, though. I'm so happy about that. Regular Nintendo games. Metroid. Super Mario Brothers 2, 3, 1. Even the Duck Hunt one. And then, what else was over there? Link. Zelda 2. That one was there. So you had the best Super Nintendo games. Yeah, man. We only played like RPGs. And if you guys don't know RPGs, those are role-playing games. And they're phenomenal. I got your Final Fantasy. That's cool. I mean, it's just part of it. It's just part of it. You know, I guess we even had Pokemon VHS or something. Hold on. So, Pokemon VHS, right? Thunder Shock. That'll go somewhere back here, bro. Boom. So that one's in there. Joe and Mac. You guys remember Joe and Mac? I remember Joe and Mac. That's cool. Go to Super. See, I had the Super Game Boy. I had all this stuff, guys. But we grew up, you know, gamers, man. Secret of Mana. Oh, baby. Let me tell you. I didn't even heard of this game. Ranma 1/2. I don't know what the hell this is. I don't even know where this came from. Man, I might just give that away. My favorite. Lufia 2. That's something right there. I gotta play. Now listen, I know Steam had this whole release. The other day Steam was doing like a $6 download and you can play Chrono Trigger, right? And I'm like, hold on. I have the original. Why do I need to go download it on Steam? I have the original, man. It's not the same. It's just not the same to buy these consoles, these things you get at the swap meet and they play like 200 games. It's not the same when you have the actual damn thing. Chrono Trigger, right? I'm not a fan of Killer Instinct because I didn't like fighting games, but I have it. Cool. Let's see what else. Donkey Kong Country. I've had 2 of these already. That'll go to the collection. Super Punch Out. Holy hell, bros. And then Super Mario RPG. This is what real gamers look like, bro. You just can't find these games, guys. Or you just can't wake up and go, you know what? I think I want the PS Lunar demo CDs. That's what Lunar ones. Yeah, no. I still have the Super Mario Brothers 2 in the original. Boom. See, and I didn't find Super Metroid either. So we know stuff's missing, bro. They have a Zelda. If you guys don't remember this one, Link, Part 2. I still have it in the original case, but the gold, it was gold. Yeah. You don't know. That was amazing back then. I put it all in here. Don't worry. I got them all. Super Mario Bros. 3. Metroid. Boom. The original Super Mario Brothers. I wonder what these things are worth. I mean, I'm sure someone's going to come get them, right? With Duck Hunt. And then, of course, Super Mario World, which was an amazing game. And I don't know what game this is. I don't know. It's gone. So I got to turn on my system to get it. That's it. Jason, what's up, man? Thanks for joining the channel. Thanks for supporting the crew for the 10 cents an episode. 10 cents a day, man. That's pretty cool. I do the best I can. Damn, you got the gold one, too. Yeah. Got them all, bro. Got them all. Those are... My mom called me. Said, hey, I found all your games over here. Not all of them, Mom. Not all of them. But we're good. I still have the console. But yo, bring those to your local retro GameStop and trade them all in. Knee guards. Man, let me tell you, bro. I'd gladly trade them into GameStop so they can make money off of them. I would. But I'm not. I need some of those, bro. Some of those have a whole different meaning for me. I'm going to have grandkids one day. I don't know when. I'm going to have grandkids one day. And they got to know what 8-track tapes are. They got to know what 45s are. They got to know what vinyl is. You know, digging in the crates, right? I don't know if you guys know about this. This is something that we're born and raised with because we're sons of a DJ. Being investors into companies that sell physical media, it's a nostalgic thing. Brings back a lot of memories. Going to Blockbuster and going to video stores and finding games to rent or movies to watch, you had no idea what they were about. Digging in the crates was the same idea. You see, my dad used to take us to, like, album stores, right? Music stores. And you would start digging, looking for albums. And you don't know what's actually on them. And it's not like the movies. It's not like Empire Records where, hey, let me try this out. Can you open it? Can you play it? I want to hear what it says. No, you would buy albums dependent on what you thought was on it. And you would go home and you'd cut them open and you'd listen. And that's where you got your creative, drive from, because we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have TVs. It was just music. And that's when my dad taught me how to listen to music, where he says, you listen to every instrument and you listen to the way it comes in, the way it goes out, the intro, the outro, the beats per minute, the bridge, where you mix, where you don't. There's just a lot of rules on listening to music. People don't know this stuff. So when they listen, they just listen. Oh, I wonder what the lyrics say. Nah, it's more than that. So digging in the crates was that. Same thing for games. I have all these games here, and I'm going to be like, hey, how do you know what game you're going to like until you start it, until you see the storyline, the character development, the turn-based game style? It's just different. And so it's for gamers, and if you find the time, there's always a niche for you, right? Your niche. It's like, I like first-person shooters, or I like RPGs, or I like sports games. Depends what you like. Problem-solving, puzzles, strategic, right? Strategy games. Everybody has their own liking, and this is why gaming is so personal, why people actually wait in line for Pokemon. Same thing. So that's just the nature of it, guys. Super Mario RPG is legendary. You're going to have to replace the dead battery inside the cartridge, otherwise you can't save your game progress. There you go. I'm always taking a loss, but selling my local GME slabs so they have a fire inventory. Yeah, I mean, that too, right? I don't have a problem with that. I'm with you on knee guards. I promise you, I take everything I can to GameStop so they can get value for it and then sell it right back. And that's why we do what we do. And yeah, it's awesome. So we are going to talk about some things on the market. We're obviously going to talk the chart. Me personally, I hit a milestone for ownership of the 51 shares of GameStop. If you guys are not familiar with the way we post this is my YOLO update to you guys. So went pretty hard this morning on the investment. Currently sitting at 1,100, over $27,245. I have invested into GameStop myself. For those of you thinking, like, Tonko Native, when he starts talking, he's like, hey, man, these guys just make channels and give out info, and it's all based on them trying to save their investment. I think we've proven that totally wrong. This is not about saving my investment. This is $250 that I could swing, $275 I could swing and say, you know what, I've saved up for the week. Here's what I had to push, and I went for it. And it's every week, right? Every week for the last 4.5 years, where previously you would have in this same set account maybe $15,000 last year, and it's now at 25. So up about 10,000 on the account. It'll go up. It'll keep going up. It's not going down. It's never going to go down. Just to give you an example, 3 years ago, the account was sitting at around $3,600, and it's now sitting at 25 today. So plenty of money there. We've run up plenty, and we're not losing much, right? So if you need a free 25,000 at least, you can box out on it today. Here's what this tells me on this chart. Here's what this tells me in this economy, okay? Right now, you had the largest inflow from retail investors into the stock market. That's what this chart shows you. We had over $155 billion from retail investors. Retail investors are not that informed. A lot of them like shiny things, sparkly things. You guys know the way this works. A lot of people are buying NVIDIA, buying Microsoft, buying Apple. They're buying everything at the top, at the peak. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it because when you outpace, and you'll see it here, 2021 and 2022, when you outpace in the first half of the year, the second half, you have a drop-off. You have a complete drop-off. If you saw 2024 when the actual market started running, nobody was buying in the first half. They started chasing it. This is your FOMO crowd right here at the second half. You are going to get caught. Right now, that's just my opinion about this market. This market feels very top-heavy. I've been saying it for a while now, where I feel like this market's going to come down. Talking about investments, you have to find the ones that make this whole market go. I was wrong about an investment many years ago. It was the investment called Carvana. I have never changed my idea about Carvana. I think it's a hedge to a lot of things. I think Carvana is a private equity play that they were able to jump in, strip out assets from other worlds, and this is what happened. So Carvana had this run from $3.76 all the way down to $4, $3, right? Lost 100% of its value from the top of 2021. That being the hedge to GameStop is massive. As you drop all the way down to the ground and find no value whatsoever, slowly but surely they've carved out every asset, and it had a Dorito. You see this Dorito here? This Dorito started in 2022 all the way to 2023, about a year and a half long Dorito. You see it here. This is a bullish pennant, guys. I just call it a Dorito just for fun, okay? So this bullish pennant that had pressure from the bottom, people buying it, all the volume in the world's coming in, it runs, it pushes down, it capitulates, right? It has that breaking point to the top side. Look at the run it's had from $3 all the way up. You're talking about 100x return, okay? 100 bagger. Everybody got this wrong. Well, at least I did. Somebody got it right, right? This is a blatant manipulation of the market. The reason why I say that is because this company doesn't warrant these returns. The PE ratio is well over 100, right? At any given time, it's been over 100 plenty of times. They had never made a profit, not even one quarter, other than COVID 2020, one time. But still to this day, this is a company that doesn't have rhyme or reason according to balance sheet, right? Fundamentals. but it was able to run off on a year and a half long pennant, and it went running, and it's still going, but it still has not returned back to the highs of 2021. It has not gotten to 376 yet. So we're headed there. We're headed there. It's trying to get back to the peak, or is it going to be DR, diminishing returns, as in where it gets all the way to the top and then falls back down? I don't know. I don't know. I do know that private equity uses this investment tenfold, right? Every which way they can to keep running on it. And I've broken it down. This triangle worked, right? Think about this, guys. The bullish pennant worked for explaining the pricing moving up. Okay, we got to the end of the triangle and it broke to the upside. Formed another triangle, broke to the upside, and just keeps doing it over and over. You see it happen over and over and over. Bullish pennant after bullish pennant. And that's okay. Like, I'm okay with it going and everyone, looking at me saying, Marantz, you got this wrong, you were wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. But I'm also right. I'm also right about a lot of things. I'm right about these guys using manipulation of investors, of investments. But here's the part that we're right about. I showed you a chart with a year and a half long bullish pennant. It went up 100x. Okay. Let me show you a chart with a 5-year bullish pennant. Not a year and a half, and it goes up 100%. I'm talking about a 5-year pennant. And if this is your Dorito that you're breaking out of, that we're reaching the bottom on, where the OBV, somebody tried to tell me, Marantz, you can't do OBV for a quarter. You can't go to the quarter OBV. That's a poor indicator. I said, how so? How so? How is this a poor indicator when it hasn't gone down? Oh, it went up. We got you. We went from way down here to negative billions, right? You go to the next one, and we're now in the positive area, 1.9 billion, and you should be. Boom, all the way to the top to 20 billion, 16 billion. But here's the thing, as the price has gone down, OBV still goes up. Now, we're rising all the way to 20 billion shares on OBV. If that were the case, you would be going down if people didn't believe in this investment. Here's the deal, though. If we go to the monthly on this chart, we know where the support is. Don't pay attention to the blue line yet. It's the weekly here. This is your weekly chart where you have a golden cross right now forming. We literally are riding the blue line. This is as low as it gets, guys. They're shorting this shit out of this stock. Everyone's watching it. Here's my problem. For everyone to believe mathematics and the outcome of the stock, right? They believe in it. They say, well, if that's the case, Marantz, if you're correct about GameStop, then this whole chart makes sense. We have a bullish pennant. It gets pushed down. It capitulates. It reaches the top again. It gets pushed down. It reaches the top again. It gets pushed down. It's compressing. And all it is math and time. OBV is the math. The OBV is telling you that people are buying it on green days, not selling it on red days. That's the first thing. Second thing is this Dorito is massive. It's not a year and a half pennant. It's a 5 to 6 year pennant, and it's massive. The moves of this pennant right here are going to shock the world because of time. My dogs are excited. They're obviously looking out the window, seeing another dog walk by. That's why they get excited. But guys, I've seen stocks with little pennants of a year, like Costco. Costco had a pennant right here. I'm showing you it. This was your bullish pennant. Push down, support, it gets to the edge, and it breaks out. Boom, that's a 200% breakout. Went all the way up from 480 to 1100 at one point, 1070, whatever. That's a massive run. But look at the pennant. The pennant was from 22 to 23. 1 year? A year pennant. We're talking 6 years of just combining, right? Just sitting there and holding it. It's massive, guys, what's happening with GameStop. This is different than anything that you'll ever see in your life. And right now, we're about to have a breakout, okay? I know the price is down to $22.75. That's why I came in hard today, and I got as much as I could. Well, I'm here to tell you again, guys. We're going to come in hard on this one. Pause. We're going to go all the way, jump up to these levels up here. These levels, what has happened is Ryan Cohen has insulated this investment by offering convertible notes. When you do convertible notes, guys, you are putting a valuation for your company. And the valuation for GameStop right now is at the tick of $29 a share. Just so that we're clear. He has offered $29 a share on a conversion in 3 years with the 30% clip. That means, okay, just so that we're clear, that if they're going to convert the shares, GameStop would have to be at $38 a share. So for Ryan Cohen to pencil that in, and for the investors to come in and believe that that's worth something investing into, they gave GameStop $4 billion, guys. I don't know if you've been looking around the landscape of private equity and or venture capitalism, period. No one is investing money. They're not. They're looking for things to buy, but they can't buy it because the value's not there. It's not about what you buy, it's what you pay for it. So ask yourself why Warren Buffett sold off all of his S&P 500 shares. He sold off every single ETF. He's sitting on cash, guys. I don't care if he's going to retire at the end of the year. Berkshire Hathaway is sitting on $350 billion of cash. They're not spending it. They're not buying the market at the top. And they don't have to. They literally can sit here and wait for it to reset. That's all they're waiting on. I don't care about headlines. I don't care about Trump. I don't care about any of that crap. I don't. I'm telling you that this market is too expensive to buy. The ratio is not in your favor. You're paying PE ratios that don't make any sense right now. Go look at Palantir, please. 600 PE ratio. That means in 600 years, you will get the value for the share that you're buying today at $140. There's no way. They don't make enough profit to warrant these values. They don't. Tesla's the same way. Tesla should be crashing right now, which it is. I'm pretty sure. We'll go to the mag real quick. Let's go to the mag 7. Let's go look at Tesla. I'm not good at this stuff. Down 6%. Perfect. All the way down. Right? Just falling to pieces. From over here up at the 313s all the way down $21 a share today. It should be falling down. You don't have it yet. Break out a little bit end of the day and you get some back, but no. This company has gap downs. It's going to go back down to the ground, but this will drag your whole market. Look at the SPY. The SPY's coming down too, from 626 all the way down to 620. These are moves moving you down. No different here on Microsoft from 500 flat to 496. It'll happen over the week. It'll happen over time. It's supposed to happen. Right? GameStop is going to happen too. Sorry to break it to everybody out there who's against it, but it's about to rip all the way through. So here's the deal. Okay? We know what this company does for profit. We know what this company does, behind the scenes as far as cutting out the costs and becoming more efficient and becoming profitable. That's great stuff. If you're going to invest money, you want to follow a company. You do. I thought I was showing you the chart, and I wasn't, but I apologize. When I was showing you Tesla being down, $21 already. Right here, Tesla, gap down. So if you look right here on the 1 hour, all the way down. Boom. It's not looking good. 288 on the low today. Sucks. Sucks for some investors, not for GameStop. One, whenever you see GameStop go down, just so we're clear, it's a great opportunity to buy more shares. I saw this today, right out the gate. I was happy with it. I get excited. I say, okay, let me buy some more. Let me buy some more. Let me buy some more. It's the best I can do. I can swing as much as I can every day, every week, whatever it may be, but I'm not chasing it. I'm just very excited with these entry levels. Okay, let's talk about how you can find your value for this company that, according to the chart, is about to explode like you wouldn't believe. This chart right here is a pennant of a year, this interior pennant here. this bullish pennant right here. This is 1 year. Well, you have a golden cross coming on the weekly. You have OBV in your favor, tenfold. But that 1 year pennant is within this 5 year pennant, which will turn into 6, because you're going to get to the edge over here by next year. By next year, after March, it's all she wrote. What can you do? GameStop's going to make $400-500 billion worth of profit. You saw crypto run. Crypto ran this weekend. All of crypto was up. We saw every single damn thing up. But Bitcoin right now, at this plateau here at around 105 to 108, in that range, that tells you that GameStop bought in over here, in these ranges down here, and GameStop's up at least 4,000, my math, maybe 5,000 a coin. Minimum. Because GameStop didn't buy on this rip up here to the top, right? They actually said they started buying over here on the 30th or whatever the hell the date was that he said, the 3rd. So on the 3rd through over here to the 10th, which we already know the Bitcoin conference was before then. So from the 3rd all the way through, they bought some damn Bitcoin. So the average, just looking at it, around 103. Well, you're still up 5,000. And if you have 5,000 coins, it's $25 million worth of profit. Just ballparking numbers, guys, for the sake of ballparking. But when you're looking at $25 million of profit, and you start looking at the damn company that is GameStop, nowhere on these sheets here, nowhere in the quarterly, and we go to this quarter here, the second quarter, if I put $25 million on this number, we're flat. Well, guess what? This is down $50 million. So if we're down here at $50 million and we're already flat here, well, now we're going to get $50 million plus, listen to me, plus how much interest? 50? About 57? That's if we're fair. That's if we're only operating with $4 billion, right? This is $4 billion interest. We have 9. No telling how much we actually use it to get interest on it. But if we were to do just 70 million, 80 million, wouldn't matter. You're going to get that number. I'm just going to go 60 for fun. 60 plus the 50 that we're saving in SG&A. So now what are we looking at? We're looking at $100 million no matter what we do. And as far as profits go, gross profit, think about this. We went from 244 to 252 on margins, 34.5%. So we're actually up on gross profit even though we're down $150 million on top line. If we were down $150 million on top line, it would not matter. We're still profiting because we have great margins. So just $100 million no matter what. That's the ballpark. We're ballparking numbers here, but it's $100 million. Okay, we're at $100 million. I'll take $100 million because that's an increase of 85. Now we're sitting from 210. We're all the way up to almost $300 million for the year. When is Wall Street going to notice? When are they going to start talking to you? When are they going to say, you know what? You're right. We took the 14 and we made it 100. Yeah. Then we're going to take this 17. And what do you think we're going to do at 17? Just on interest alone and ops. Interest alone, if we can make that go higher because we have the $9 billion, just saying, and ops. Guess why? Because we were at 282, and if we shrink that down to $60 million, you get 60 back. You get 60 back. I don't need much at the top. But I know we have a console cycle. I know we have Pokemon come every damn 2 weeks, Pokemon. We got Pokemon coming out in a week from now, 10 days from now. Get ready. The line's going to be around the building. I saw a line at the mall of 100 people. No shit. All the families. Everybody was there. Now, I don't think they're all scalpers. There's kids out there that want Pokemon. It's the most wanted thing right now. And GameStop has a lot of it. But all the GameStops were rattled. Everybody was there. So if this is the case, if we can execute and we can do it right, you're going to come out huge. Your SG&A numbers are giving it away. You're giving it away. When Ryan Cohen comes out, and that's the chairman of the board, CEO of GameStop, when he comes out and says, you know what, we're profitable in the U.S. Okay, well, we cut out Canada. We cut out the bulk of Asia, or not Asia, but of Europe. And now we're sitting here with profits. And they're going to be massive, 300, 350, 400, 450. It's going to be like that, guys. It's going to be like that. So I'm very excited for what's coming our way. And you guys should be too, but it takes time. It takes days. But if we break out to the downside of this Dorito, that's going to be a big drop too. Black Jamaican. I don't think you know what the hell you're talking about. But I'm going to act stupid and say you do. Okay? We're going to go here and we're going to look at this chart for you just because you wanted to talk. And we're going to go to GameStop. And I'm going to say this, okay? When, okay? We're going to start using logic when we talk. When we start putting out info and we start giving out ideas, okay? Jamaican, when we start doing that, we're going to start using logic. Don't mistake the delivery with the message. Let's use some logic. All right, here's my logic. GameStop has offered 140 million shares over the last year. What was the average cost of those shares? When GameStop did offerings, and they offered it to Wall Street, 140 million shares, what was the average cost? Anybody know? I'll do it for you. $28. Here we go. I'll just put it right. Boom. The purple. So GameStop has found a way to offer shares right here on the purple. Sorry, I had to go do something. And I just got cameras on the other side. We're good. All right, listen. You're never going to be able to. I have watchdogs, bro. Big ones. So, the purple line is where GameStop offered shares. Okay, 140 million of them. They raised up to $4.6 billion. You familiar? You called yourself GME American, right? American. So you know about GameStop. So they offered all these shares. Then, the kicker, they offered an additional $4 billion on convertible notes at, now watch, hold on. We got to go make the horizontal line. The average price of $29. So these two purple lines here. Now, you see the price, right? Good. I know you see the price because we're way down here at the bottom. Now, here's the thing, okay? We offered shares. We have shares. Now I want to show you where GameStop insiders bought shares. They bought shares right here. They then bought shares right here. They then bought shares right here. All the purple in the world. Don't even care not to keep the purple on the screen. We can get rid of the blue. Let's get rid of the blue. Let's get rid of the top line purple. And let's just keep it right here in this mix. Do you see the bulk of what's happening here? We've offered shares. We have support everywhere. And we've broken out 1, 2, 3 times. This is an M. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. We've had this time to break out. And every time we do, what happens to the stock? They short it back down to the ground. We buy it back up and we offer more shares. Are you understanding what's happening right now? The fundamentals of this company and math won't let it get down to where you think it's going to go. You could have a breakdown. Is that what you said? Breakdown? The support on this investment, the support line here, we'll change the color for you because I know you have a hard time understanding. Here's the weekly. The support stems from 0.6 right here, 64 cents, way down here, and we'll change the color like I said. Stems from way down here. There's that $9 benchmark where we broke off on $9.95, remember? Roy and Kitty? Cool. So if we keep this average, and this time it's called water rising. We've got the water rising. Poor analogy right now because of what happened in Texas. But this tide will rise. And as it picks everyone up, it has nowhere to go but up. Up and to the right. You fall down in here, mathematically it doesn't make sense. I know it's hard for you to understand. Mathematically it doesn't make sense. Because that's how long you've had a 200-day moving average, a 50-day moving average. You have everyone buying in. No one is at that bottom price down there. So if no one's below 22 at this moment in time, no one's below the 22.30, I believe that's where my low is right now. No one's below it. Why the hell would it go down? How could you manufacture that? You could try. You'd have to have some really dumb shorts out there that had nowhere to go but to the ground, because what it would happen is people would start gobbling it up like crazy. They would buy, because see, here's what happens when the price goes down, okay? Just so that we're clear. When the price goes down, volatility comes down, right? Options become really cheap because now you're way out of bounds. Now, if the price is $19, $18, what's a call going to cost me to get to 25? Practically nothing. Do you know how much people are going to be buying? You're going to start your own gamma ramp. You're going to start your own gamma ramp. You keep coming on down. It's called fuck around and find out. That's what it's called. And it's not going to happen because that happened last year, and we all know what happened, right? Or maybe you weren't here. Maybe you didn't see Roy and Kitty laughing himself all the way to $1 billion in the bank. It's about to be like that. Here's the other part that you need to factor in when you're talking about GameStop in the short position. GameStop's here. Okay? This is their short position right here. The position change on their short is it increased 32 million shares. If you don't think this has a direct effect on the price that you see today, they are tripling down. While every institutional holder is buying, GameStop has offered convertible notes of hundreds of millions of shares, right? For a float all the way up to 590. So we've offered 150 million shares. And what did they do? Did they hedge that? I remember I'm being told they're hedging their convertible notes. Now there's only 80 million announced. 80 million short position. You would need more than that. You would need more than that to hedge what you have long. But for us to go from 20 million shares, 27 million, all the way to 80, we have a problem. We have a huge problem. And I'm trying to explain it to you because you seem to think it's going to go down. There's no way on God's green earth it's going down. I'm just telling you. How much would you buy at $20? How much would you buy at 18, 19? I don't see it. I don't see what you see because logic always works. Math is math, man. Right? It's a universal language. There's no way that these tranches that we've built, we've literally insulated ourselves by offering notes at these price points. There's no way someone's going to give us $1.5 billion. Do you know what happens when the stock comes down? Just so that we're clear, just so people know, you can't drop this price far. You can't. You have to be so careful. And here's why you have to be careful. Because you gave GameStop $4 billion of cash at a price of almost $30 a share. And if you mean to tell me you want to take the price down to 16, 15, let's start buying back shares then. I've got the dollars. I got them at 30. I'll buy back the shares at 15, 16, 17, and I'll keep the difference. How much money does GameStop make then? There's a world that we can play in. And we can start being a hedge fund tomorrow. Don't threaten me with the good time. you would see everybody come running. They're nervous, guys. I've seen it. Saw with my own eyes. When GameStop announced the best quarter it's ever had, when GameStop announced that they had $131 million of profit, what happened? We are now sitting on $200 million of profit. What happened? They took the price from 29 to 20. Guys, it's 30%. They try to take the heart out of you. What did we do? We bought it all back. Ryan bought in, Larry bought in, Alan bought in, and Jim Groupie bought in. Hello? They're loving the price. And $100,000 or $200,000 or $10 million in Ryan's case, that's a lot of money, guys. Lot of cash. You don't have that type of cash. Nobody has that cash. This billionaire family, I forget their names, but they're going through a divorce, and they go, "No, we're billionaires." And then the judge comes in. Judge goes, "Well, after all the assets and after all the artwork and $800 million is all you have, and we're going to split it down the middle, and you have 400, you have 400. Well, I'm broke, Your Honor." I was like, "What the hell are they talking about? $400 million? You're broke?" Because they don't want to sell their possessions. They don't want to sell their Andy Warhol artwork. They don't want to sell their I don't even know, their penthouse mansions on Park Place. They don't want to sell this stuff. You have to. You got to go reset and go live in Wyoming, South Dakota. Enjoy some inclement weather. Do something. They're all going to be doing something. That reset's coming, guys. Without a doubt, the reset is coming. We're too expensive. And I get it, Wall Street, they don't care. They don't care one bit. Hey, we make some money, we don't. Like Del Monte, right? Del Monte Foods. You guys know about the canned food store, all this stuff. They filed for bankruptcy. And yes, the headline came out today. It's because of tariffs, which is bullshit. They're already buried. It's a privately owned company. They have dip financing within 4 days. Do you guys know that is complete bullshit? Because you guys have been there with me. You guys have been watching private equity and bankruptcies. You guys understand them like I do. So when you have, debtor in finance, right, or in possession. So when you do that, you look at dip financing, and you go, okay, someone's walking to the table with $1 billion, $950 million in 3 days, 4 days, and they're already ready to go. We're going to give you the money. Here's where it comes from. And here's how we're going to carve out. There's 10,000 creditors over there. 10,000 people that want to get paid. One of the biggest people is actually Uber Eats or Uber Freight. I'm so sorry. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I study this shit, right? Del Monte Foods initiates Chapter 11 proceedings, secures $912 million in dip financing. Look at the date, the 2nd. Go read the headlines today. Trump, decision about tariffs. Now we're bankrupt. Uber Freight. All divisions of Del Monte Foods filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. One of the largest food shipper bankruptcies in years. This is on the 1st. Has nothing to do with tariffs. This has to do with not paying your creditors. Look at this. A legacy brand with national reach reported $1.7 billion in U.S. revenue just last year. $1.7 billion. That might as well be zero. GameStop's at $3 billion in sales and profitable. None of these guys are profitable. They've got product. They've got lines. They're selling soybeans. They're selling green beans. They sell pineapple. Selling boba teas. But you go ahead and look in here and it'll say Uber Freight. And what does it say? Acquired in the filing was listed as the 2nd largest unsecured creditor. Owed over $9 million for managed transportation and freight brokerage service. Okay, $9 million is nothing. $9 million is nothing when you have 900 and what? How much did it say? 912 billion is, or 912 million is what they got. Well, guess what? They have more than $1 billion in liabilities to over 10,000 creditors. No one's getting paid. The lawyers are getting paid. The executives are going to get their golden parachutes. And then everyone's going to stand in line with their hand out and say, okay, what class are you? Are you class 1, 2, or 3? Are you a senior lender? Are you this or that? This is private equity, rinse and repeat. It's happened so many times. But these are companies that get carved out. 132-year history here. Carved out and spit out. You guys want to know where Del Monte comes from? KKR. KKR originally got these guys into bankruptcy, cleaned them up, took them back, cleaned them up, like all that bullshit. And now they're sitting here going, hey, we're ready to go. Who's on the other side of the deal? JP Morgan. JP Morgan Chase. Don't ever forget. There's a lot of companies out there that need to get carved up and spit out well before you guys ever worry about a company like GameStop. I buy in blindly. I don't care. I buy in. I don't need any fanfare. I don't need somebody to tell me that it's going to be something it's not. Nope. I believe in Ryan Cohen. I believe that this stock right here is about to run. Me personally, because of this right here. This was the giveaway. Thank you, Roaring Kitty, for letting us know that the signal was there for the turnaround. Yeah, I get it. Options players are not going to win on this. They're controlling volatility with ETFs. I saw another ETF just came out. It was a NVIDIA ETF. Oh, it's getting advertised, bros. Advertised. I go, what the hell is that? The NVIDIA ETF was, it's recently viewed. Let's see, right here. NVDG. Leverage shares 2x long NVIDIA daily. Look at this thing. Went from 18 just in January all the way down to 4, Trump tariffs, right? From 4 all the way back up to 15. It's 400%. 2x. That, and look, V recovery, almost as high as it once was. This is all a play on how to run and make money on both sides without getting involved with the security. I don't have to be exposed to it. I don't have to own it. I can get it outside of the investment. That's the difference. That's why GameStop has these ETFs against it. GMEU. Look at this. Double long against it on the weekly, on the daily, same thing. Step down, boom, holding it against it. There's the IGME, same thing. All I have to buy is this bad boy right here and watch this run all the way up. And it's going to run, guys. We're going to get out of this. We're going to stay in there, but we're going to go test up here. Best part, at $40, they're going to be singing a different tune. At $40, they sing a different tune. They know, but guys, you guys got to know this stuff. Like, this is not by mistake. Back in the day, this is how it used to happen, okay? Just so that we're clear, so you guys understand why I talk this way. GameStop over here at $80 a share was the equivalent, $85 a share. It was like $240, right? I forget how much it was, $260. It used to touch, boom, go touch, $340 actually. It would go up to $340, that's what I meant. So it would go $347, $347. Do you know what GameStop needed back then for, to be in the S&P 500? If you ever wanted to be in the S&P 500, not that they're profitable to get in there back then, because they weren't, but just the market cap alone is what they pushed GameStop down on. When GameStop only needed $13 billion, they had a chance. The float wasn't big enough. The float was only 70 million shares, and they were worth, at any given time, $200 a piece, $14 billion. Not enough. Not enough to hold the $200, right? So as we keep going down and we expand our float and we do our thing, what happens to the prerequisite, the requirement to get into the S&P 500? It goes up. So when GameStop got all the way to here at $9.99, jumped up, we're now really scared of GameStop, right? You're really scared of GameStop at 40. Because at 40 times the 300 million shares, you're looking at $12 billion. And you go, wait a minute, that's all we needed? Guess what they did? They took us from 12 to 15, to 18 to 20 billion requirement to get into S&P 500. Do you know what's happened at GameStop over that time frame? Not only are they profitable, which we already knew they were. I told you they were profitable 3 years ago. And people didn't know what the hell they were talking about or how to read a balance sheet. None of these guys, these CPAs, they don't understand a damn thing. They understand pluses and minuses. They don't understand seasonality. They don't understand budgeting. They don't get it. It's like they're oblivious to the truth. Well, guess what? If you take GameStop at $35 a share, they now have a float of 447. We're at that $15 billion mark, okay? All we need is 5 more billion. 5 more billion is easy when you have 500,000 shares. GameStop has a float of 600 million shares, 590 if you convert all of these convertible notes, which they will be converted at one point, just for the dollars themselves. Or GameStop buys back that position. It's okay, but up to 590 million shares. 590 million shares at $35 is what? 18 billion? 18 billion. You're in there. You're at 20 billion. Now we're at the 18 to 20 billion. We're right here. Well, guess what? GameStop gets to get a little bit more. A little bit more value, a little bit more reach, a little bit more shares. But when they're selling their notes and they're out there selling it, they're selling it at a clip of $30 a share, guys. The coffers say we can release up to 1 billion shares. Every investor has to know this. We're not just giving them shares and saying, hey, you guys are aware that we could just keep them, infinity? It's not infinity. It's 1 billion. So when we give you 100 million shares and you give us $3 billion, which has been happening lately, the last 2 quarters, they have to know that that's the valuation of the company. It's $30 billion. That's what we're giving you. We're giving you 100 million shares. You're giving us $3 billion. Have you done the math? Everyone out here. They can still offer up to 400 million more shares. I give you 100 million, you give me 3 billion. So we can do that 4 more times. That's $12 billion of cash. We have 9 billion today. If I gave it to you 3 more times, 4 more times, that would be 21 billion. What's the requirement to get S&P 500? 21 billion, Marantz. We can buy our way in, or Wall Street can buy us in. I'm not even counting profits. I'm not counting buildings. I'm not counting inventory. I'm talking cash. The valuation of GameStop right now is a $30 billion company. Do the math. We're at 30 billion, and then when you convert, you're looking at evals, $38 a share, $40 a share. You're looking at a $40 billion company. And we haven't even talked about the $500 million in profits. We're talking cash money. I'm not crazy. Take the 40 billion, leverage it. What, you get 2 to 1? Easy. Everybody else does, right? Everybody gets 10x on book. We literally are going to be sitting on cash per share of $40 a share. I swear to you. Well, you know what? Just wait. Wait for it to happen. And I'll be here. And then as they give back shares, or they go ahead and dilute the float, then people are gonna be like, "Oh man, look at this shit! Look at the share count. Share count's not 447 million. Remember when it was? Yeah, I remember. Now it's what? 700 million, 800 million, 800 million at $30 a piece. That's $24 billion, a market cap. One day we're gonna get evaluated the correct way. The valuation will come out and everyone will look and Wall Street will stop turning a blind eye and I'll keep saying this part. So I just want you guys to know that I'm going to keep doing this math and keep explaining it to you guys. For the new guys who watch, it's there. Al, what's up? Almost every stock has 80% institutional ownership. What's going to happen when GameStop converts note holders convert 100 million shares? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean almost every stock? I don't understand you right now. Do you realize GameStop had an institutional ownership of over 90%, 96, 98% in May of 2021? Maybe you don't know that there's more shares than what you see, right? Because there's 80 million shares short. Are we agreeing to that right now? There's 80 million shares short. Are we agreeing to that? So here's my point. 1/5 of the stock is short, reported, which I'm good with, if that's the number. All right? Okay, so 1/5 is reported short. Why? They're extremely profitable. They're efficient, and they have more cash. They could buy back their own company, I don't even know, 40 times? 30 times? They only have liabilities of like $400 million. Do you get where I'm coming from? Al? Silver Lake invested in Unity in 2017. Oh, guys, don't even get me started on Unity. If somebody comes in and starts talking Unity, you know they're a plant. Straight up, plant. They have cash, I give you that, but their main business is not profitable. What the hell are you talking about? What in the hell are you talking about, man? I can't stand this. This guy just said they don't make money operationally. Like, are you blind? Deaf, dumb, and blind, right? Here, I won't lie to you. I'll let you look it up yourself. Here's the quarterly. Here's the numbers. Let's go ahead and look at it. Gross profit. Do you see it here? Gross profit. Gross profit. You know a lot of things that, gross. Like what your ex calls you. Gross. Gross profit. Right? Okay. SG&A, your expenses. There's cost of goods sold, COGS. There's revenue. Then there's gross profit, what's left. That turns into operating income for the legacy business at the till. I don't care about interest. Just right here, the last 2 quarters, $100 million of gross, no, operating income. Operating income, $100 million in 2 quarters. The fuck are you talking about, man? Al, I don't know where you get your information from. I don't know how stupid you are. Trailing 12 operating is negative. Are you kidding right now? Are you kidding? There's a damn button called trailing 12. Here we go. Trailing 12. Operating income of $57 million. It's called a turnaround, man. Are you really this stupid? Look at it. We were negative $521 million when the naysayers, when all you damn meltdowners, all the people, all the pundits, all the analysts who don't cover the stock, right, but have an opinion. GameStop doesn't make any money operationally. Back then, go look at the tapes. I said, oh, they make money. You just don't know how to read it. Swear to God, put it on my children's life. That's what I said. I said, guys, they're profitable now. You just don't know how to read it. They're hiding their expenses. Go ask anybody. And do you know what's happened? From the negative $1 billion, $500 million, on the trailing 12, slowly, Marantz, oh, God, just proven correct. Look at this. Negative. All the way from negative 241, negative 126. Don't worry, I got spit on during these days. I got told I didn't know what I was talking about. We're not talking interest here. Negative 31, negative 9, positive 2, positive 7, negative 17. Oh, Marantz, they don't make money. You go, well, wait a minute. There's some expenses in there we're still cleaning up. There's what they call adjusted EBITDA. Okay? One-timers. Minus the one-timers, what do they actually make? Now we're sitting here at $57.9 million on trailing 12. But all I'm showing you on the quarterly, because you're this dumb, is that the transition is complete. And if you don't understand this part, this is the part where I try to explain something to you guys about how you can manipulate P&Ls. They're already in a good position. Why are they offering notes? Oh, my God. Now this is... No. Dude, you're pivoting, bro. I'm not your high school girlfriend. You don't get to just change the subject and change the line. Go, you know what, man? Okay, you're right. Okay, hold on. They make a profit. No, hey, Al, check it out, bro. I'm nice, man. I'm nice with it. I built this community a long time ago. Check this shit out, bro. I swear to you. Boom, everybody knows what that sound is. I'm live right now. You're talking to me right now. Get your ass in here. Link is at the top of the page. Click the link. Ask questions. Let's go. It's there. Click the link at the top of the page. Pin the message. Come on, dude. This is investment. What are you talking about? Hold on. No. Come on, dude. What are you talking about? Now it's come on, dude. Come on, dude. It says, come on, dude. Is this the investment you like? And then you say Bitcoin? The fuck are you talking about? We're talking about how companies are run, right? That's what you wanted to do. You want to talk about how a company is ran. You said it doesn't make money. Operationally, they don't make money. That's what you told me. And I told you you're wrong. But here's the giveaway. Who's in the chat? Who showed up? If it ain't this dude. No. I'm here for you, babe. Here's what I want to show you, okay? Because this is like how smart you got to be. You just got to do deductive reasoning, bro. Are you aware that the $50.6 million that GameStop didn't make, all right, on quarter one, watch this, came out to, all the way at the bottom, 32.3. This is why companies run quarter to quarter on reports, okay? So there, quarter one, 32.3. I mean, what are the chances? What are the chances, Batman, that the next two quarters of positive, that they actually made money, equaled the 32.3? That right there equaled what they were lost. Quarter one versus 2 and 3. How did they split the difference, bro? Are they calling the electric company going, I don't want to pay all my bill. Can I just pay half of it this month? I'll pay the next quarter. Don't worry about it. Are they doing that? I mean, is that how you do P&Ls? I mean, I've been saying it. How are you not aware of how companies report numbers? For you to say that they're not profitable is laughable. Trailing 12, they're not profitable. What, did you even look at it before you said it? Or are you reading a script? Are you listening to somebody else? They've been profitable operationally for 2 years now. You just didn't see it. You just didn't understand it. You didn't understand it. Do you see this? Do you see this right here? This right here. Operating income, they were negative $29 million last year for the whole year. But 29 of that was what? Can anybody explain what 29 of that was? I'll tell you what 30 of it was. They were commitments in the SG&A to Immutable X. They actually had expenses that they chopped up quarter to quarter to quarter. I explained this to everybody. I said, the SG&A number is not real. It's actually elevated. People said, Marantz, how do you know? I said, I don't know. I read a lot. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun when you get it right. Okay? So, they're profitable now, right? Operationally, you go, oh man, they lost $50 million. They lost 28. They lost $100 million. But they only made 76. They were still negative, Marantz. And I go, wait a minute. Do you know what they hid in here? Remember, they sold off everything in Italy. They sold off everything in Ireland. They have one-time expenses, man. They hit a lot of shit in here. Guess what they're not doing this year? Even on this number, they have stuff hidden in here. We've talked about it. It should have been 195 on SG&A. They literally reported it that way. Here's the adjusted. You don't believe me, bro? You should read more. You should read more. You don't know what you're talking about. But I'm going to go back to you, since you didn't want to come into the Discord. We'll go back to reading. Because now you changed your stance. You had this bullshit that you were talking in the chat for a minute until I started reading it. All right? So let me go ahead and read it again, Owl. You don't want to click on the link, though? You want to come talk to me? What do you think about unity? I don't. Explain to me how everyone started talking about unity. Because of Roaring Kitty putting a meme out about Rick James, and Rick James has a ring on that says unity, and that means invest in the unity. That's what somebody told me. Then I found out, oh no, it's just Canadian YouTubers pushing this bullshit, and it's a private equity investment. All Canadian investors talk about this. All of them. Jackie, you name it. I don't care who it is. Every private equity investment via Canada. I've already cracked the code on this shit. This is why Anson funds don't exist. This is why Hindenburg Research doesn't exist. I'm outlasting all you guys. Meltdown. There's 33,000 people that are members on the Meltdown, 24 active today. That's it? Hit pieces about me? That's all you got? Bro, you're never going to break me or beat me. Never. The word is never, dude. I'm not selling my shares. I understand completely about investing. You come in here and you walk in and you talk about a stock that nobody even asked about. That's how you do this. Let's go ahead and read the rest of it. Roaring Kitty has unity. You know his portfolio? Who the fuck is this? Why would I invest the way Roaring Kitty does? I don't mimic that. I follow the fundamentals of the company. I follow Ryan Cohen and what he's doing. I'm invested for the CEO and the chairman of the board and all the board of directors. I don't read memes. How about this? Somebody go ahead and find all the live streams from last year and all the years before and show me how many tweets I've gone over about Roaring Kitty tweets. Oh, I'm supposed to believe Dumb Money, the movie? Dumb Money. Here, Al. Who made Dumb Money? Who's the executive producer on Dumb Money? Private equity, Blackstone. No? You know, like, what's his name? Steve Schwartzman, the CEO, chairman of the board for Blackstone. His son put out Dumb Money. Yeah, I'm going to believe that it's Citadel and it's marketing. No, it's fucking private equity, man. They don't want you to focus on it. So they put other things in front of you. You can't do it to me. It's not even, you could never do it to me. I've already figured out private equity's game, and Al, you're along for the ride. Doesn't matter. It's actually worth more than GameStop now. I bet you it's not. I bet you it's not. I bet you it goes down to the ground and it falls flat on its face. Watch this. Remember when Trade Trades comes out and says, my only investment is Unity at $27. That's all I have. All it's been is a pump and dump since they started talking about it. This is the weekly. Since they started talking about it, it's been a pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump. Do you know the board of directors? Do you know where this company's headed? Oh, here. Where it's come from? $2.10 a share all the way down to 27. We start talking about it when it's down 90%. That's when we start talking about it. Oh, yeah. Nope. I'll never touch it. I don't care what it is. They don't make a profit. It's private equity. It's trash. It's trash. Nope. You'll never get me to believe in you. None of you. The high for the year is $30. And you want me to go buy it in at the high. Nah, I'm good. Low, 13. Go figure it out. Don't worry, Al. You only get one day on this show. This is your day. Here we go. I'm going to keep reading for you. Nope. 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 They have cash. I give you that. They've had cash. They've had cash for 5 years. But their main business is profitable, by the way. They make a profit off the interest as well. Thank you for acknowledging that. Thank you. You're a genius. Yes, we have the free money if we wanted to buy it back, Daniel. Yes, we'll figure it out. Trailing 12 operating income is positive, by the way. You're an idiot. You still don't know. Owl is a Jackie dude. Oh, okay, that explains everything. If they're already in good condition, in good position, why are they offering notes? Do you know how value works? Do you know how cash works? Okay, so there are millions and millions and millions of companies in this world. Just so that we're clear, so you understand about investing. There are millions of companies in this world. There are a select few that get to go to the public to raise funds. That is a privilege. It's not a right, and it's definitely not assumed. When you go to the markets and you ask for funds for your publicly traded company, understand how rare that is. You will raise more money, like everyone would, from the shares themselves, from the value of the company, than you ever will from operating the company. That's why there's PE ratios to the tune of hundreds and hundreds. You think Palantir is raking in so much cash? Palantir makes like $800 million. They got a value of $300 billion. This is how they get their money. CEOs, chairman of the board, and the investors get to sell it off on people at the top. GameStop is offering their company at a valuation of $300, or in this case, $30 billion. That's what they're offering. When they give it to you and they tell you you're going to buy this 100 million shares, $100 million worth of shares, 100 million shares actually, I'm sorry, for $3 billion. That's the click. They sold 1.5 billion, right? $1.5 billion worth. It equated to 90 million shares. I didn't make up the number. It's 29 apiece. Go for it. It's amazing. It's phenomenal what they're doing. And people are buying it. Why did they do it? More cash you can raise. Remember what you do. When the market's down, okay? When the market's down and interest rates are high, market's really down. It's not up. Don't believe it. Market's really down. It's down at least 10%. Go look at the Russell 2000. The whole Russell 2000 is down from 243 at the all-time high down to around 220 right now today. Let me look really quick. Maybe I don't want to just quote it. I want to make sure I got it right. 219. Sorry. So from 243 to 219, yeah, down 10%. Whole market. You can't trick me. You can't bait me. So if I'm down, I don't have to keep buying shit. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to offer my company, right? If I'm Ryan, I'm going to stack the cash. I'm going to sit back, let it correct, and you're going to get what you're worth. That's what you do. Make sure you manage your burn rates, because burn rates can get out of hand. People can burn $1 billion, no problem. A la Kohl's, Macy's, everybody burning cash right now. Not GameStop. Totally different the way you want to run this company. Ryan Cohen says, I'm going to treat this cash like my own. Not only like my own, but it's yours too. Extremely responsible with what they're doing with their cash. They couldn't raise funds because they had a loan facility. They had these covenants on what they could do and can't do. These rules. So what they do, they got rid of it all. Now they can do whatever they want. They can be out there and raise the money. Why would you say, you know what? Have you ever thought about this, Al? You go, you know what? I already make enough money. I already have a career, and all my bills are paid, and I'm already profitable. I have a net income that's to the plus side. I already make enough. Why would I ever want to sell anything or do extra work to make more money? Why would I? That's dumb. Why would I do that? 0% interest on a convertible note means someone's going to give you free money, and you get to have the choice of what you do with it. I get to decide if I'm going to invest it elsewhere, Or if I'm just going to sit on the cash and make interest, in this case, which is amazing, to the tune of $220 million a year, almost $250 million on interest alone, I get to decide if I want to do more than that. Literally on $10 billion, $9 billion, you can make $500 million in interest. Yeah. And operationally, they make a profit. But you're getting confused. You're getting confused with the way you want to invest or what you want to buy. Because you said buy Unity. Hey, last I checked, Unity's not sitting on $9 billion with more to come. Nobody is. You're just severely uninformed. And it shows. It just shows. If they're in a good position, why are they offering notes? You offer them because they're free. Nobody has to buy them. Look at MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is offering up $25 billion worth of equity, and no one's biting. Nobody. You know why? Because they have no cash. What are you buying? You're going to buy, you want to buy Bitcoin? Go buy Bitcoin. That's fine. That's not what happens here. People are buying Ryan Cohen. Do you know what makes a salesman so amazing? It's not the product. It's not the knowledge. No. People are going to buy from you because they like you. That's it. That's the number one rule in sales. If I like you, I'll buy it from you. Doesn't matter what you sell. I like you. You know, Al, when you go to the bar and you see a cute girl right there serving you up drinks, what do? You tip her a little more? Don't worry. She's not going to like you, bro. She's not going to want to call you later. It's not the way it works. You're fooled by the mystique. Well, you go in there and you talk to a stripper and she says, "Oh, where are you from?" Where are you from? You go, "I'm from Indiana, Gary, Indiana." And he goes, "So am I." We got something in common. You tip her a little more. It's just sales, man. It's just sales. GameStop is so different than any investment that they could ever make. All of Wall Street. If you understand, well, I guess it's short, right? That's one thing. 20%? We agree? We agree? Good. Keep the 20. But when people are giving you billions of dollars, who just gives billions? And to Ryan? I'm trying to figure it out. Somebody does. So we have $5 billion if we buy back all bonds now, more than 4.7. We get more profit on the bonds cash, correct? $100 million every quarter. And yep, you understand, Daniel. Good job. To strain the FU position to large investors. Yeah. He doesn't understand. They've never been an investment, and to sit there and do nothing. It's like the guy who wins the lottery and goes, "Okay, what do I do now?" Nothing. You know what they do when you win the lottery? Like, this is just so that you're clear, okay? Like, I laugh because I see some people, they don't understand. Like, let's just say you win $100 million, right? You take 100,000. You win 100 million, you take 100,000. You take 100,000 and you just go get it out of your system. Go splash around. Go do some shit that you've always wanted to do. You don't need to take 3 million, 5 million, 100 million, 10 million. Nope. Take 100 grand. Go get your feet wet. Go do some shit. Get it out of your system. Now let's talk business when you get back. GameStop, they got all the money in the world. And you know what they did with their $9 billion? 400 million Bitcoin. I'll buy some Bitcoin. It's cool. Got my feet wet. Bought a little bit. Didn't get reckless. Letting that interest get up on it. Hey, we're letting you know that we're very aware. But they've got an arcade coming, right? Allegedly. We don't know. We got PSA partnerships. They're selling all the cards in the world. The money's rolling. Because what you do now, just so that we're clear, if you understand the leadership here, the leadership of GameStop, they have changed the way you invest. They have changed the way you run your company. They are proving to you that you don't need to be an overpaid executive. We don't need to pay a CEO, a title, shares, salary, corporate jets and planes, nothing. Nope. We don't have to pay a CFO the same thing. Nope. Mm-mm. Oh, we pay our employees. We take care of them, whatever it may be. But you mean to tell me that this corporate structure that now makes a profit People are not going to try to emulate or mimic what they're doing. There's not other professionals out there going, wait a minute, how did GameStop do it? And they go, well, here's what we did. You don't think there's owners out there saying, why do I want to pay this guy? I don't have to pay you or you or you. I make the decision what happens with this company. Good. This is how you do it. Ryan just built a model that no one can mimic. No one, because the greed is out there. And as long as you're not greedy, and as long as you understand that, hey, I don't need to be liquid this $100 million billion. Jensen Hung, you figured it out yet? Elon Musk, you guys figured this out yet? Ryan's different. And they're doing it different. And when the company comes out and they make massive profits and there's these evals, the valuation comes through and guess what they say? They go, how did they do it? I want to do that. Matter of fact, I might even hire them to do that. We can eliminate a whole C-suite. We don't have to do this anymore. The corporate structure is a little different. Delaware is going to be looking around saying, how the hell did these laws get passed? What happened here? You're changing the world right now, guys. You, publicly owned companies, taking it away from Wall Street. And they don't get a chance. You know why? Because they're helpless. They have nothing behind it. They can't do a damn thing about it. They can't give you a stock analysis. They can't tell, because we say nothing. That model is going to be replicated. It's going to be duplicated. It's going to go. This is new. This is Apple Music. This is industry changing. It's life altering. It's that big. And you just happen to be at the ground level on the first investment that it's ever been done on. Tell me, America, tell me an investment that makes a profit, that has no CEO that actually gets paid. None. No CFO by title. No shares allotted. No bullshit. Tell me. I'll be quiet if you tell me. A publicly traded company where the CEO gets paid $0 and no shares. And they're profitable. The CEO wants to go back to work the next day. Does he have to be there every day? There's people there every day, right? What does a CEO really do? You made it to the top of the food chain. What are we going to do now? Ryan's out here talking with investors from, it might be sovereign funds. It might be the Middle East. It might be Qatar. It might be somewhere in New York or Florida, whatever they're doing. They're talking and they're planning and they're strategizing for the next investment, the next business move. You want to know why you have all this cash? Because you need to leverage it. You need to be able to get it. Well, guess what? People have cash to hand out. This is why Jackie goes live on green days, right? He goes quiet on red days. He's trying to leverage people, trying to get them. I'm here every day, babe. Al, you're so wrong about this investment. You think Bitcoin's going to fluctuate for GameStop like it matters. We didn't buy enough for it to even affect us yet. For a reason. We're not copying their strategy. We're doing our own strategy. How much do you think Michael Saylor actually makes? How many shares has he sold off? I can go back. I can look at Jensen Hung, the same thing. What does he make already? $3 billion in sales? Keep selling the company you think is so profitable or that you say is profitable. Can they even make a profit? What is the point of paying 150 PE for a low profit, slow growth business? What are you talking about? They're not growth. They're not supposed to be growth. They're value. And where the hell do you get the number of 150? Let's go look at GameStop's PE ratio. Can we do that? I'm with you, bro. We don't just shout out numbers and be wrong. How about we shout out the real numbers and we be correct? GameStop's PE ratio forecast 33.89. Current trailing 12, 49. Do you not know what value is? It's the best value you're ever going to find with $9 billion behind it. 33.84. Out of your damn mind again. I mean, how many times do you want to be wrong today? Did somebody tell you this is what GameStop is? I think you should just use these cliff notes. Don't go look up the Edgar system. Don't do it. Marantz, you have too many numbers. They're probably wrong anyway, Al. I'm going to keep reading now because this is your last day on the internet. Where are you getting the 150 PE from? See, somebody asked. Marantz, we have easy 75 million only on interest income. Yes. Yeah, I will. We'll figure it out when it comes, bro. If it gets crazy, it's gonna be wild, right? If GameStop comes out and they used, $8 billion for interest, and they're coming in at 100 million, oh god, it'd be crazy, man. I can't wait. Don't need revenue to make money. I don't understand why people care. Yeah. What do you think about them buying Bitcoin? How smart is that? MicroStrategy. They bought $400 million, bro. Calm your tits. It's nothing. What do I think about it? I don't think about it. I think they backed their assets, right? Because they said an asset reserve. They backed their assets with Bitcoin. They only have around $400 million of assets. You forget, GameStop as a company, this massive company, 3,000 stores, costs nothing to run. Nothing. It's easy work. I'm going to keep going here. Yeah. Could you imagine, like, waking up and saying, you know what? Why do these guys even work? Like, why do they even work? Why do they even make money? They could just have a cardboard box and walk to work. You could literally, like, live outside your work in the corner street, and who wants to buy a house and have all that responsibility? No, shit no. Get a little trailer, man. A little AC unit, a little bottle of water. Make it happen. Wash yourself off in the sink like a bird bath. Why even get a house or a car or new clothes? Why? Nah, bro. No way we got to raise money. Ryan Cohen raising $9 billion for what? What's he going to do with it, bro? Take it? Oh, man. He's going to take it to Atlantic City and lose it all. That's what he's going to do. Yeah. Owls are supposed to be smart, they told me, right? Cash from diluting you for 5 years. Who wants to tell him? Wild, bro. Zero dilution. Zero. I still have my shares. And I'm doing okay with them. The value's great, too. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Dick Newton got diluted. Yeah, I mean, I don't buy options, so it's never going to be me, man. It's crazy, bro. We had less than $1 billion a year ago. A year ago, we had $900 million. Fast forward 1 year later, $9 billion. Bro, who the hell are you talking to? This is crazy. I love this stuff. It's not free money. They convert the notes and get additional shares when share price appreciates. Say that again. Say it again with me. You don't think it's free money? Zero. 0% interest. The money accumulates interest. But they gave it to you for a return of zero. Could you imagine? I can't even imagine. Hey, man, your house, you still owe $300,000. You know what I'll do, bro? I'm going to go ahead and give you the $300,000 so you can pay it off. Cool, bro. I get to pay it off. That means I'm not paying interest on any of it. That is amazing, bro. Cool. Let me go and pay it off. Boom. And what do you need back? I just need $300,000 back. I'll tell you what, bro. Let me sell my house. Let me sell it. Let me get that money, and I'll give it back to you right there. Is that cool? I think I won on that exchange because I don't have to pay interest over the next 30 years. GameStop's not paying any interest on these senior notes for the next 5 to 7 years. Zero interest at all, nothing. And the way they convert is if the stock price goes up. So you mean to tell me you don't understand that if I'm offering the company, pay attention now, I'm offering shares of this company, equity of this company, at a valuation of $38.81, right? Per share. There's 600 million shares right now, all the way up to 1 billion, right? Boom, boom. So $40 billion, $38 billion valuation. And then the company's $13 billion right now, $10 billion right now. Oh, and the stock's $22 a share right now. Holy shit, these guys are stupid for giving us money at 29. You mean to tell me in 5 years I got to give them these shares at 22? You think they're going to take the loss? Oh, we just might as well dilute it. Yeah, that's it. Matter of fact, Al, people give people billions of dollars to lose billions. Like, that's just it. That's the nature of physics, I guess. We're not doing, math is physics. Huh. This is really crazy to me. You think this way. I think everyone here is like, it's 0% interest, dude. Could you imagine? How do the car dealerships make money? If car dealerships only sold cars for 0%, financing would make no dollars. Salesmen would make no dollars. They'd be like, we make money, in maintenance. At maintenance. The tire company's making money. The battery company's making money. But you're selling cars at 0% because no one wants to move them. Do you know when you do 0%, by the way? When the bank's coming and telling you, you got to make this car move or we're going to charge you more. You go, shit, man, I got to give it away. Hey, you know what they're doing? They go, man, we want these shares. You want these shares so bad? You want these shares, Mr. 20% short? You want these shares? Well, if you want these shares, then you're going to give me cash money, 0%. Sounds like a strong arm. Sounds like Ryan walked up to the big boys table and said, I know what my shit's worth. Hey, man, I want to buy that game from you. Nah, listen, this game right here, $15. You want to buy it from me, 15? No, bitch. I know that it's the only one in the world, and you want it. So you better give me $50. Give me 50 or nothing, bro. 50? Oh, really? Okay, here, thanks. And you still don't get the game. You get to borrow it, and if I want it back, I get it back later. I don't think you know. Oh, man. Chump Al been coming around in here since a while now. Oh, I don't even know him. I don't know Al. I don't remember Al. I'll put it that way. Well, let's see what this one says. I'm new to GameStop. I'm willing to wait for the stock to level up. I think the economy stinks right now, and the stock will show its real value. When's the next quarter numbers coming out? Who knows, Tina? Who knows? Marantz, did you see the last Adam Aaron dilution? Oh, I heard about it. I didn't read about it, but I heard about it. I don't really look up AMC anymore, guys. That guy disgusts me. Mijo Loco was a horse led to water, spit the water out mid-sip, decided to eat its own shit. Yes, that has been it. Dude, is GameStop a charity? Yes. Yeah, matter of fact, it's a charity and this is a cult. 33.89, those forecasts are terrible. Right? Are you giving out forecast totals? Are you a stock analyst? I might be missing something here. Let's see what it says here. I'm at the post office. I walked away from my truck with Marantz going off. I come back in my truck and a couple wondering if there was a fight going on in my truck. It was you ranting. I love it. Hell yeah, there's a fight going on, and I'm winning. So are you happy about their current business model? Aren't you looking for any change? Absolutely not. I don't want any change at all. GameStop is an amazing company the way it's run right now. I love it the way it is. I don't care what happens. And I'm buying everything when I go. I shop there every week. Ask my people. Love it. Go type GameStop on YouTube. All the videos are negative. Yeah, they're supposed to be. It's called private equity. They control narratives. Then there's guys like me that do the opposite. We promote the positive and we keep promoting it until you figure out that we're correct. Anything else there, sir? Selling physical CDs is dead business, man. Okay. Why do we make money? I mean, if it's dead, it's $200 million of profit. I don't understand. You know what's even better than that, Al? That if it's a dead business, yet GameStop can make profit. Can you imagine what happens when they sell things that are not a dead business? I.e., PSA graded cards, sports cards. Can you imagine what it's going to be like when the whole world gets behind it? You're making my point for me. You're doing great, though. Anything else, Al? We know it's down 100%. Yeah, Brad, I got you. But hey, Al, I really appreciate you coming through. You'll never be here again. It's unfortunate, man. You're going to need somewhere new to hang out. Okay? Thank you. Appreciate your time. It was fun while it didn't last. So the guy was wrong on every single number, which was pretty awesome. He had the ability to click at the top of the show, right? Click at the top of the link and join the show. He didn't do that either. But hey, to the 1,100 people that rewatched the show today, I just want to say thank you guys for believing in me, believing in yourself, and believing in GameStop. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Al, I really appreciate your time, sir. Okay? I got to get going, guys. I'm going to go eat lunch, and then I'm going to get my ass to work. You guys have fun. And I think I'll play a song on the way out the door for Al. Do the best I can, okay? Al, I'll see you tomorrow, bro. You can still creep in the chat like you have been for all these years. But all you have to do is give GameStop a little more time. And you'll see exactly where it's headed. Me, I'm going to give it all the time it needs. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires.